Hi, Cranky. How are you? Hey, Kayla. Hi, you guys. I haven't heard anything since Frankie left this morning. I haven't heard anything. Hey, Teresa. Well, I forgot my paper. I'm hanging in there. Did you see my community page? Did you see my message on the community page? I'm hanging in there. Thank you, Cranky. Thank you. Blue buttons. Okay. Uh, he was calmed down this morning. I don't know what happened once he got home. I don't know who Mandy's ex-boyfriend is. That's her ex-husband. Her ex-husband, Frankie's dad, my grandson's dad. Um, his father passed away. Yeah, because it says you didn't read it. It says my daughter has always had a good relationship with her ex-husband and his family. Mhm. It's okay. I just checked it just to make sure I didn't write it wrong. Yeah. It does, Alba. Thank you. Yeah, my grandson, he's hanging in there. Poor kid. It's okay, Renata. It's okay, honey. It's okay. I'm exhausted. Didn't have no sleep at all, really. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, he's a very strong little guy. Very strong. He misses his mom like crazy. Um, he's a tough little kid. Yeah, you're right, Renata. He was quite sad, and he cried so much, and I didn't want him to use his inhaler, because when you use an inhaler, it raises your heart rate. And he was already so upset. Oh, it was terrible. So, everybody, it's Friday. How's everybody doing? Everybody happy for Friday? I guess not a lot of people got the. Mandy's doing good in rehab, far as I know. I'm waiting to hear a text her fiance to see if he talked to her yet, but I didn't see anything. He might be talking to her on the phone. Thank you, Tracy. I'm tired too, Linda. You gonna beat both? I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't think notifications went out. I don't think so. Let me see. You did get yours, Tracy? Okay. Hey, Anakiza. Yes, and my poor little grandson. He's just so sad. He's so sad. No, she's in California. She's in California. She can't really be in Jersey for long. It's not a good place for her. Okay, Vicky. Thank you, honey. He's hanging in there. Frankie's hanging in there. He's sad throughout the day. I know because they're making arrangements and talking. So sad throughout the day. I'm going to mute that post now that I have there. Let's see. Okay. Well, not really far from her. She already lives across the country from me. She lives in Washington State, so you got your what? Tracy, what did you get? You got your what? I must have missed something. So, anyway, for a daily reminder, for those of you who've come in the room, please hit the like button. Virgo Vicky, I'm into busy with my grandchildren, just going to listen, love, hugs, prayers to all. Thank you, Virgo Vicky. Yes, please. I know your hands are busy with 3 of them. That's a lot of kids. But they're all great kids. Especially my Braden. Tell him hello. Yeah, she said it was hot. She said in the morning it's kind of cool, and then it gets hot. So today's daily reminder. Here's a daily reminder for everybody, and it's going to make sense to all of you. Hello, 00. So it'll make sense to all of you. You survived 100%. You survived 100% of your worst days, right? We've all got worst days that we could talk about. Okay, Virgo. We all had worst days. We all had those really hard, tough, bad days, right? Like I did yesterday, like Frankie did yesterday, like Big Frank did yesterday. And the truth is, you survived 100%, or you wouldn't be here right now. And that's pretty awesome. You got to remember that you can't get to the past. So don't let the past get to you, right? You can't get to the past. You can't, no matter what you do. You can't get to the past. So don't let the past get to you. Okay, that's one thing I got. The next thing I have, if you haven't heard from somebody in a while, reach out. Just say hi. Just check on somebody. Just ask them if they're all right. No matter who that is that you know might not be doing so great, or you might know that they were struggling in the past, or things just might not have been easy for them, whatever the situation is, please just take the time to reach out, okay? Now, for a lot of you can say, I'm damaged as hell, right? I'm really damaged. But that's why, even if you're damaged from other people's things that they did to you, the way they hurt you, the way they manipulated you, the way they cheated on you, the way they lied to you, maybe the way they beat you, whatever happened to you that you feel damaged you. That's exactly the reason why you know exactly what it's like. So you have to treat everyone with love and kindness because you know what it was like. You know what it's like to feel worthless. You know what it feels like to feel like you don't matter, right? So why would anybody want to treat somebody else the way they've been treated? No, nobody would. You know, a lot of times they say hurt people hurt other people, unintentionally and intentionally. But if you didn't like the pain that was inflicted on you, try really hard not to go to somebody else's level, not to stoop down to the people that are arguing with you or fighting with you. Don't go to their level and let them change who you are. You know, I was driving down the road today, and I turned down this road, and there was 3 cars in line here this way, and I turned down, and there was a parked car right here. And because of the way these cars were parked in the street waiting to go, I couldn't get through, so I had to wait. So I was patiently waiting. I didn't mind. I wasn't running for an appointment or anything, so I was okay. And this man was next to me, and his window was down. He had a little boy sitting in the seat next to him. And he goes, "Look at these people. They don't know how to drive. They make me crazy. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to sit here waiting." I said, "Hey, mister. Hey, mister. Can I just tell you something?" He said, "What?" I said, "Don't let this petty shit bother you. There's so much going on out in this world today. So many awful things that the worst part of your day is that you got to wait a couple minutes to get to the corner to be able to turn." I said, "Mister, don't let anybody steal your light." And he looked at me kind of funny. And at first I thought he was pissed off. He said, "You know what? You're right." He said, "I think God stopped you right here on purpose so that you could tell me that." I was like, wow. Wow. I said, "You know what? Have a blessed day. I think you already are blessed. You have that handsome young man sitting next to you. You're driving in a very nice looking car. You look to be healthy." I said, "So, you know what? Waiting a little bit, use that time to talk to your son who's sitting right next to you. Use that time to tell him what a good boy he is. How about that?" I said, "Have a good day." And he was very happy. So what happened? What did I miss? Your ex stole money out of your account yesterday. And I hope that you pressed charges. I hope you called the bank and called the police. Because if you did, they will cover whatever amount was taken out of there. Don't be just upset and hurt. I hope you did something about it. Thank you, Virgo. Hey, BB. Hi, Shelly. All right. Next I have everyone can make you smile. Everyone can make you smile at one point or another. At one point or another, everyone, including a stranger, can make you smile. But only certain people can make you happy. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. For a lot of you, you might have so many great days in a row, 4 or 5 great days in a row. And then all of a sudden, that that feeling, that day that you dread the most, it comes in. Get one of them bad days, right? It hits you like a ton of bricks. But you got to stay strong, keep your chin up, right? Get your mind clear. Don't run, don't give in, and don't quit. You got to push through, stay strong. You got to tell yourself, you know what? It's okay to have a bad day. If I had to have one bad day to get 4 great days, I'll do it. Use that time to stay in bed, stay in your pajamas, rest, because you know that tomorrow is going to be better, and the next day, and the next day. Next message I have for you. A lot of you know what I'm talking about when, and I can bet you can relate to this. A lot of you know when you wake up in the morning sometimes, you wonder, I know I do, you wonder how you're going to get the strength to get up and do it all again, right? How are you going to get the strength to get up, take a shower, take care of your pets, take care of your children, get ready for work, handle a situation, deal with your partner, thinking about your hurt, thinking about your pain. A lot of you, like me, you wake up feeling depressed, right? Asking yourself that question, how am I going to get through this day? How am I going to deal with life today? But you do it. So far, you've been able to do it. You get up, you push yourself, you're moving along. It starts to get a little better when you get that first drink in the morning, whether it's coffee, whether it's tea, whether it's soda. Everybody has their own favorite thing. You start to feel a little better, right? Your mind starts working while you're drinking your coffee or your tea or your water or your soda or your juice, whatever, your smoothie, whatever you do. And before you know it, you're into the middle of the afternoon, you're into early evening, you're getting ready for bed, and you walk in your room, as beautiful as it may be. You walk in your room and you look at your bed, and you know you're the only one pretty much getting in there, right? You just kind of shake your head. Okay, made it another day. Thank you, God, for helping me get up. Thank you for helping me face this day. Thank you for helping me through different challenges throughout the day. Thank you for helping me be a kind person today. Thank you for letting me wake up today. Now, I'm sure there's somebody out there who didn't get up today. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's still laying in the bed right now. Somebody who's just feeling like it ain't worth it. It's too hard. We forget about those people that didn't get to push through, that didn't get to wake up. Like Frankie's grandfather, who passed away. He didn't get to wake up today. But Frankie had to wake up and think about his grandpa not waking up. For these kids to have to learn such tough lessons when their parents are divorced, or the mother has addiction issues, or they're maybe not even living with a mother or father. Some kids' parents are both gone. It's really sad that little kids have to endure such hurt and pain in any way, shape, or form, whether it's abuse, neglect, whatever the case may be. And there's a million scenarios. I'm a firm believer that children should be able to be children, not be playing out in the yard and worried about getting shot, not worried about sitting on a porch and being able to get shot, not laying in their bed and getting shot. What is going on with this world, right? What's going on with this world? The good news is that one day you're going to wake up, and those dreams that you dream about, those thoughts that you want to become a reality for you, for whatever it is that you feel is going to make you happy in your life, one day you're going to wake up with a smile on your face, because that person who you're wanting to be with you is going to be right next to you. That grandchild or your children or whatever that you want to know are okay, call you. Or they show up and they visit. You all got to get it now. You got to get it now. You need to understand now. You really are not promised tomorrow. Decide what you want to invest in, or who you want to invest in. Be sure that you're willing to put, or wanting to put, your time and energy into somebody who's not putting their time and energy into you. Do they deserve you? Probably not. Do they do anything to show you? Are they taking the actions to show you how much they love you? Probably not. But majority of you are so empathic, and empathic people see the good in everybody. Empaths find a way to find the light that's not really shining in a dark alley, so to speak. Empaths can see blessings in somebody that person can't even see. Just know that tomorrow your dreams could come true. Tomorrow you're not promised to wake up. Tomorrow you get to decide what kind of day you want to have, what the outcome is you want to have. You get to decide that, because nobody can take your joy or happiness away if you choose to have that, unless you give them the power. A lot of us give our partners or ex-partners or our children or somebody our power. Nobody deserves to have your power. Nobody deserves to steal your light. All right? You worked hard for that light. For a lot of you, that light got blown out a long time ago, and you finally just relit it. So when you just relit it, don't let somebody blow out your light. But I guarantee you there will be tough times. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that I or you and your partner at one point in time may want to call it quits. I also guarantee that if that person doesn't ask you to be theirs, They will regret the moment that passed by, that they didn't take the opportunity to connect with you, to bond with you, to marry you, to get engaged to you, to live with you, to date you, to spend time with you, to get to know you. I guarantee they'll regret the rest of their life, because they know in their heart, and if once they could just get past their ego of worrying about who's right or wrong, if they could just get past their ego, then they could admit what they truly believe inside is that you are the only one for them. That's why they kept coming back. That's why it never really truly had a finalization. There's always some type of communication, one way or the other, good or bad, but there's always. For some of you, you have to realize one thing. A lot of you struggle. We all go through storms in our life. And I mean storms, and they're different for each one of us. Your storm right now that you're going through may be different than the storm I'm going through, but I don't care. They're all storms, and they're all tough. And sometimes they're scary and even frightening. And sometimes they're lonely and they're sad. But when you come out of the storm, you're not going to be the same person that went into that storm. There's no way possible. Because that's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you or around you, but you can control how you respond to this storm, you have power. You get to decide how you're going to respond to the storm in your life right now. That's where your power is. A lot of you say, I feel really weak in this situation. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm going to get through it. Understanding and admitting that you can't control what other people are doing, but you can control how you're going to respond to them. You can decide whether you're going to feed negative attention. You can decide whether you're going to put a boundary up and say, you know what? I don't think so. This is not okay. You're allowed to speak up and tough shit if they don't like what you're saying. Because the only person who's truly going to protect you is you. Don't grovel to them. Don't try to make somebody or beg somebody to love you. Because if they love you, they're going to show you that. If they love you, they're going to come back. If they love you, they can't make it without you. If you have to beg somebody to return, they're not for you. And if somebody's threatening to leave, let them leave. If they turn around and come back, then you know that they should have stayed. If they never come back, then you know they weren't meant for you. You thought they were, but that doesn't mean that they were meant for you just because you thought so. The universe has other plans for you. And if you keep fighting with the universe about what you think is the right way, when the universe, in fact, knows what's for you and what's against you, the universe can hear things and see things that you can't see behind the scene. The universe knows when somebody's talking about you or treating you bad, or when somebody's cheating on you, or when somebody's lying to you. Some things that you didn't even know yet. Don't kick a gift horse in the mouth. When your intuition comes in, when the universe puts the red flags in front of you, see them, please. See them. Because otherwise you're keeping yourself from your true destiny, okay? You know, one thing to realize and know is that no matter how open and transparent you are to someone, your partner, your family, your best friend, whoever, no matter how transparent or open you are, it won't make them be that way to you. So for a lot of you, you can say, well, my life's an open book, and they know everything about me, and I've shared everything I could possibly share with them, and I only know this much about them. There's a reason for that. There's a reason that they're not giving you that value, because you're not in the place that you think you are. You're not in the priority list. They're just giving you the minimum, just enough to get in your door, just enough to get in your bed, just enough to get what they want from you. But if they're not opening up, if they're not sharing things with you, if you don't know their family, if you don't know their friends, you've been with them for over a year, something's wrong. Something is wrong. If you keep telling yourself that something's not, you're crazy. Straight up crazy. I was crazy. I was nuts. I get it. All right. Next message. I'm ready for you guys. Next message. Everyone has a story. Everyone has been through something that has changed them. Never judge a person by the chapter you walked in on. Ooh, that's a good one. Everyone has a story. Everyone has been through something that has changed them. A lot of us, we know. We've been through heartbreak, heartache, devastation, shock, disappointment. We've been through it all. Other people sometimes come into our lives at a certain point in time after we've already gotten through that storm. And we're just kind of now drying ourselves off and trying to get our lives together, right? But they walk in and they wonder why she acts that way. Why does she respond that way? Why does she seem like she needs so much attention? Why does she seem like she's so insecure about herself? Why does she? Don't let anybody pass judgment because they decided to come in at that point in time. They walked in on that particular chapter of your journey that you're still on. This book isn't finished yet. So your book started out with who you are, who you've become, who came into your life, who changed you, the situations that changed you, the person that left you, the repairs that you were trying to do for yourself, the building back up, so to speak, of everything that was knocked down. And then this person comes into your life right at that moment when you're still unsure. If you're still not sure if you can recognize your own self in the mirror. It's like, you know what? I was with them 15 years or 20 years and I didn't look like this. Now I look in the mirror and I wonder what happened to the person that started that. What happened to the person before I went through all that? Don't recognize myself in the mirror anymore. My thinking isn't the same. Everything has become very stressful. Everything becomes needing to be perfect. You want to make everything perfect. When you've been through so much shit, now if you meet somebody new, it has to be perfect. They need to treat you this way. They need to open the doors. They need to pay the bill. They need to do that. Da, 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 da. Got so many rules. You make it so hard now for anybody to love you because you have that protective armor on. You're not going to hurt me like the last person did. I'll hurt you before you hurt me. Matter of fact, I'm going to self-sabotage and ruin this relationship before you decide to ruin it on me or get my hopes up and then let me down. We all run. We get that fight or flight feeling. Well, I remember them from a long time ago. We used to have a lot of fun. We used to hang out. Things used to be really good. And now I find myself talking and then throwing little digs in or throwing little jabs in or being kind of sarcastic or being really tough, not letting them love me, not even opening the door for them to come in and love me. I keep them at a safe distance. That way there, I can't get hurt again. I can't get disappointed. I don't have to go through all that and end up by myself again. But when you do that, it just kind of disappoints you anyway. You are not the same person that you graduated high school. You're not the same person if you got out of college. You're not the same person that raised 3, 4 children or one child, whatever. You're not that same person. We are always changing. Always changing. Just like the second hand on a clock. It is always going to move. Time is always moving. Things are always changing. Energy is always changing. And everything has energy. Even this bottle of water has energy. There's energy. For some of you, if I were to ask you all right now, and I want you to pay attention to this, and I want you, thank you, Skipper Joe. I want to ask you this right now. I want you to comment in the comments. I just want to see what your answers would be. And I want you to pay attention to what other people's answers are. Okay? Don't just look at yours. Pay attention to other people's answers. All right? This is going to get interesting. If I were to ask you, name not all of the things, but some of the things that you love. Everybody here, name 1 or 2 things that you absolutely love, whether you love pizza or you love the beach or you love music or you whatever it is that you absolutely love. Just write it. Vicky says she loves loyalty. Okay. Come on, you guys. There's 49 of you in here. Write something that you love. Your children, my family, helping others. Come on, you guys, read all these comments. Nature, outdoors, activity, exercise, cooking, baking, prayers. Oh, thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Time in nature, my mom, loyalty, trust, music, helping people, my son, my pets, seafood, the beach, libraries, fishing, parks. Beautiful. My dog, sushi, family, summer, my daughter. Hi, Mary. I love my son, my grandkids, I love myself. Nice. Now, out of all those people, only one of you, Teresa, only one of you, I said, what do you love so much? Only one of you wrote myself. So if I was to ask you to name a whole lot of things that you love, how long would it have taken you to name yourself? Thank you, Tammy W. So you see what I'm saying? That should have been the first thing that was written. I took the test myself and failed. I call it failing. I took the test myself and I failed. Because the truth is, the person or the thing that you should love the most has to be yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you are no good to love anybody else. And I don't care who you are and what you say. A lot of you get to that point where you might love your partner so much. You might really believe But you love them so much. And it didn't work out. And you're wondering why. Because you love them so much. I really wanted it to be you. I really wanted it to be you. So bad. More than anything, I really wanted the person in my life to be you. Until I understood that you didn't want it to be me. How long did it take you to realize that when you kept wanting them, telling them, showing them, doing for them, how long did it take to realize when they weren't doing those things back to you? How long did it take you to realize that they obviously didn't want it to be you? That sucks, right? It hurts. It's difficult. It's very hard. I get it. I get it. You know, a lot of you have to remember within yourself or to your partners, just because you don't see the beast, when you're looking at me, you don't see the beast, right? You don't see the beast. I'm not showing you the beast. It doesn't mean the beast isn't there. So be careful. Playing with somebody's heart or emotions, luckily, they have tamed their beast, which I'm talking about you. Because when somebody continually hurts you over and over and over, just like with a dog, eventually you keep beating that dog, he's going to bite the shit out of you. So eventually you keep breaking somebody down. Be careful. Be careful. Because you can break them down so far. And they're gonna hit near rock bottom. They're gonna hit it. And then something's gonna come from them, within them. Something's gonna grow. Something's gonna start clicking up in here. And all of a sudden, the beast will rise. And then they're gonna look at you like, what are you, crazy? What's wrong with you? Really? Crazy? Oh, you ain't seen crazy. You want to see mucho loco? Let me show it to you. So it's not a joke. You cannot keep taking that negativity over and over and over. Eventually, your patients are going to wear thin. It's going to be the smallest straw that's going to break that camel's back. The smallest straw. Not that biggest problem that you're having with them. It's going to be the smallest thing, and out of the blue, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm done. For what? Just because I didn't put my shoes away? I'm done. I'm telling you, that's the way it works. That's the way it works. All right, I think that's pretty much all I have. I think that's pretty much all I have, which I did give a lot of information to you all. Hope you got to hear it. If you didn't, please go back and rewatch it. I thought I wrote on double side. I guess I didn't. But I wrote a whole bunch of notes. I just was writing and writing and writing. All right, you all. So let me do a little something here. All right. All right, Brandy Lee. Brandy Lee. Exactly, Brandy Lee. All right, Brandy Lee. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Brandy Lee, for you. Thank you, Skipper Joe. So, Brandy Lee, your card that comes up for you is patience. Patience is something right now, obviously, that you're needing to work on. Apparently, there's something that's kind of stressing you out. There's something that you're wanting yesterday. You're looking for instant gratifications. You're looking for something like instant results of something. Yes, please do. Please do play it back. I think I sat there for about 5-10 minutes in the beginning. Thank you, BB. So, Brandy Lee, yes, patience is something really important for you. It's something that's definitely needed, and it needs to be practiced. You just can't just say, okay, today I'm going to be patient. It doesn't really work so easy. You got to work at it. You got to remember to talk to yourself, calm yourself down. When you're starting to get anxious, or you're wanting it to hurry up, or you're wanting people to move, or you're driving in traffic and you just want everybody out of your way, you got to breathe for a minute, sister. You got to take it easy. Okay, be really careful handling other people, especially today. You can't really have safe road rage today. You can't even enjoy yourself driving and telling somebody, hey, get the hell out of the way. You can't even do that anymore because they'll shoot you. So you can't even have a fun doing that. You can't do it. All right. Linda Ramos. Linda Ramos. Linda Ramos. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. If there's distance, if there's a problem, if there's fear, if there's worry, if there's nothing happening, if there's nothing happening, if they're not responding, if they're not giving you attention, if they're not reaching out, pay attention to the sign. That's a sign. Is it a sign that they're not reaching out because they're with somebody else? Is it a sign because they're overwhelmed in their situation and you know what they're going through? So don't get yourself all worked up. Pay attention to the signs. All right. BB. BB. Letting go. Letting go. Now, letting go doesn't mean let go of this partner. Don't think about him. It's over. It's done. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean that. Letting go is talking about allowing somebody having enough room to either save themselves or hang themselves. Give somebody the freedom, the opportunity, the time window, enough time, not your timing, not when you think they should be responding or talking to you, their timing, which is much different than yours. Give them a window of opportunity. That could be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. But within that window of opportunity, they're going to respond. They're going to reach out. But they're right now working through something that you really don't have any idea of because you've never been in that person's shoes. You understand it, you know it, you get it, but you've never actually lived that, not that part. You have to step back. They've got to figure it out on their own. They got to take that step forward, all right? You got it. You got it, mama. It's coming. Be patient. Their window of opportunity. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Payment. Payment. Beauty. Payment. Yes, they see your beauty. They recognize your beauty. They appreciate your beauty more than what you give them credit for. You want this person almost to come forward, come towards you, and take advantage of you? No. So when they're ready to come to you the right way, from the right direction, for the right reasons, that is when they will. But until then, if you keep asking for something when it's not ready to come in the form or in the shape or in the way that it's supposed to come to you, you're going to get a piece of shit. You're going to get it to come towards you and disrespect you. You're going to get it to take something that you can't replace. You understand what I'm talking about? So there's a reason. There's a reason for the wait. Payment. Teresa. Teresa F. It's upside down. Teresa F. Home is very important to you. Value, not value as in money, but sentimental value. What you've built, what you've invested, what you've personally picked out, the decor even, the colors, the artwork, the statues, the angels, whatever is in your home. The value of your home is showing to be way more valuable in the emotional part of you than anything else. Something about home is meaning a lot to you, or something about commitment, something about loyalty, something that has to do with family is showing right now and shining around you. So focus on family and love, connection, communication. All right? That's your message. Diamond. Diamond, soulmate. Soulmates don't always have to be forever. Soulmates just means that you definitely have had the same soul or shared the same soul, or they are the masculine energy and you are the female energy of the same soul connection. You understand that? It's kind of like mirroring one another. But one has the masculine energy and one has the female energy. I'll say that. With this soul connection, you can go in and out, in and out, in and out a lot. There's so much more to uncover, to dig up, to get to know better, to realize, to go through, to challenge one another, to bring out the dark sides, to dig deeper in your shadow, finding out who you really are, who they really are. The two people who are meeting one another like this, meaning you two, you see each other face to face, you kind of feel like you already know who they are, but you really don't know them. They don't really know you, because you both come together face to face. And I saw this on another video as well, and it makes sense to me that you look at each other like with two masks on. You each have a mask on, because this is the mask that I want you to see. This is the person I'm portraying to you. This is the only person I want you to understand. This is Helen, not this Helen, but this Helen. So you wear a mask, the mask that you want that person that you're interested in to see. But when you take that mask off, that is why you have the differences, the arguments, the disagreements. Because at a point in time, after being together for a while, once that honeymoon phase is over, or that whatever phase is over, and it's just a regular existing under the same roof, even with another person, or just dating them for a long period of time, the mask starts to lift up a little bit. And wow, they're disagreeing with me, and I'm disagreeing with you. And we're not on the same page, and we're not really getting it right now. And we keep arguing and fighting. If we put the mask back on, we're going to get along with everything. We're just going to agree. Eventually, the mask gets lifted. And that's where it becomes difficult for two people to be able to harmonize, to get in sync with one another, for it to make sense, for everybody to have the same goal. So if it's not working out right now, it's because right now the mask started to lift a little bit. Deep, right? Deep. All right, Skipper Joe, if you're still in the room. Skipper Joe, of course, I got a card for you. Skipper Joe, your card is cycles. Skipper Joe, your card is cycles. So when I talk about cycles, different events happen at this point in time, and then a different event happens at this point in time, and then this person behaves this way, and that's for this week or for 2 weeks, and then this person changes and becomes colder, not so attentive, not so interested, maybe not so into you. And then we get to the next cycle, and then all of a sudden they're all over you. and let's do this. I want to hang out. I'll go with you here, and we could do this together. Blah, blah, blah. Cycles. Things keep happening in different cycles. You need to be able to target and understand, okay, this is the first week of the month, and usually this person acts this way. And this is the second week of the month, and usually the person acts this way. And then when it's payday, the person acts this way. So start paying attention to somebody's cycles, to their behaviors. Virgo Vicky. Virgo Vicky. Virgo Vicky, your card is help from above. There are a lot of blessings. There's a lot of work to be done. The universe, the angels, God, all knows what you're asking for. It's not happening overnight. Something still needs to be dug into deeper. Something needs to be looked at from a different angle. Somebody needs a different perspective. Go back into something with a completely different perspective to try to figure something out, and the answers will be right in front of you. The universe will show them to you. But if you're looking at something as an issue or a problem, you will not find what you're looking for. If you look for something as just somebody's way, their nature, that's just what you need to accept, then the answer may not be so much as looking for a solution, but almost looking how to accommodate, or how to accentuate, or how to change it into something positive instead of leaving it in a negative position. There is a way to turn anything negative into a positive by changing its form. All right, you guys. So there were some samples for some little card readings that I just wanted to do with my Oracle deck. So I'm sending you a lot of love and light. I thank everyone for being here, for coming in and joining me, getting a little bit of collective messages, information, things to kind of help you get to the next step or next level. Thank you, Mary. Mary, thank you. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Keep my daughter, my grandson, my son-in-law. He's always my son-in-law, and his mother in your prayers. Again, my grandson's Poppy, my son-in-law's father, my daughter's ex-husband. Just clear it up. Frank, Big Frank. So Big Frank Sr.'s father died. Little Frankie, his Poppy, died. So it was all very unexpected. And it happened really fast. So just praying that he and God watches over them, that my grandson finds somehow, some way to cope with this. When he first heard of the news or saw that his Poppy was sick and going to go to the hospital in the ambulance, he ran in his room and went under the covers. You got to remember, my grandson has ADD, ADHD, and I don't know if there's a little autism or not, but he has some issues that he doesn't handle a lot of that really well. I remember my grandson saw my daughter one time when she had to go to the hospital. My grandson saw his dad when he had a stroke in the house, and an ambulance had to come for him. And now he saw his Poppy having to go in an ambulance. So he's really sensitive. So please keep my grandson especially in your prayers. Oh, Aaliyah. So thank you all for being here. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I'm sorry I'm not doing Zoom tonight, but all is well. And I got pizza in the other room. Oh, did I tell you? So I got on the scale today. So I was 232 when I started, I think a week ago. Wasn't it, BB? Wasn't it about a week ago? So I was 232. So now I'm down to 224. Keep going. But I got my pizza in there. I decided that I'll be strict all week long, but on Fridays, I'm eating my pizza. Yep. Yeah, he's just a little kid. Just 11, is he 12? Might be 11. Jesus, now I'm losing my mind. Just a little kid. Thanks, BB. Yeah, I'm so happy. You can just add a veggie on the side. I did real careful all day. I didn't eat much all day. I didn't eat much all day, so I did really good. Thank you, Brandy. I just don't want to gain it back just from the damn pizza. But hello, soul sister. But I'm so glad, and that pizza tasted so good. I did have one slice already. There's more out there. I'm gonna put it in the freezer, so I'm gonna have it whenever I want to have it. You are, Keisha. Good luck to you. Keisha, did you report that to the police? I can't chew the carrot sticks real good because of my teeth. Broccoli, I probably could chew pretty good, the floret part of it. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Barbara. How you doing, hon? Before I go, Barbara, how are you? Thanks, Skipper Joe. I don't want to lose too many, just a little bit. Just about 50 pounds. I'll be happy. Maybe 55, so I can eat a whole pizza by myself and not care about them 5 pounds coming back. Oh, your mom's doing great? I'm so glad. Oh, you're talking about me too, BB? Thank you, BB. I thought you were talking about your mom too. I'm your other mom. I forgot. Which mom? Oh, you reported to Uber Eats and they're giving the money back? Did you change your account number? Did you go to the bank and change your account number so he can't do that again? Make sure you change your account number. Thank you, Dottie C. He's such a sweet kid. He's such a sweet kid. Did you see his picture? It was in the community section. Hey, I'm Gordon. Oh, my goodness. Brandy Lee. You've been craving pizza too, soul sister? My good. Thank you, Snell Guts. Thank you, Barbara, for all that. Are you okay, Barbara? I hope you're doing okay. You're hanging in there. It's not easy, I know. I know it's not easy. Thank you, M. Gordon. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am. Oh, thank you, Dottie C. You know what? I will. We love you too. Thank you, Dottie C. Thank you. I figure I'd try to buy him something to make him happy. I don't know what. I'm going to try to get him something. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Linda. It's been tough. It's been a tough week, really. Oh, good. Thank you, Skipper Joe. Thank you, Skipper Joe. All right, you guys. I better go. I'll see you guys soon.